Oshkosh Today, your connection to events and organizations in the Oshkosh area.
The Oshkosh event scene is finally heating up now that it's June here in our city, and we have some really exciting things to look forward to on this episode of Oshkosh Today. The Oshkosh Area Community Band is gearing up for its summer concert series, and they've got some great pieces lined up. The Oshkosh Garden Club's annual garden walk is not to be missed, as it provides some serious garden inspiration. South Park will come alive on summer Friday nights as food trucks, music, drinks, and friends roll in for Food Truck Fridays. The Salvation Army is holding their Pedal Out Hunger bike ride to help meet the nutritional needs of those in an economic emergency. We'll close out the episode with a segment of Focus on Health with our friends at Aurora Medical Center. This segment focuses on plastic surgery.
Oshkosh Today. Oshkosh Today is supported in part by the Friends of OCM and Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on Oshkosh Today, your source for all of the wonderful local events and organizations right here in the city of Oshkosh. I'm your host, Emily Springstra. We have a wonderful show lined up for us today with a lot of great events and things coming up here in the month of June and July and for the rest of the summer. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest here with us right now, and that is Linda Culbertson. She's from the Oshkosh Area Community Band. So Linda, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're here today to talk about the summer series, the Oshkosh Area Community Band Summer Series. And you got quite a few shows coming up. So
Yes, we
when's
do.
the first concert?
The first concert is this Sunday at the Veterans Memorial Home at King. And this Sunday is June 11th.
Yes, and it's open to everybody.
It's open to everybody.
If you want to, either visit someone you know at the veteran home,
Right.
or just bring your kids or your family, come enjoy the music. It's open to everyone. Is there any
The
cost?
time is 1:30.
1:30.
And at the Quadrangle. And sometimes we play outside, but if the weather is not good, then we move inside. And the admission is free, and yes, everybody is welcome to come. We often have, families and children and people who are visiting some of the veterans. Actually, we love to go there because we like to talk to the veterans and tell them thank you for what they've done, and it's just a really fun time.
So can we maybe count on some patriotic songs played during that little concert?
We have a mixture of songs, so some patriotic ones. We're actually doing Can Can and some other
cool.
songs.
Wonderful.
And this event is put on by the Masons of Wisconsin.
Excellent. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for the warm weather and the sunshine that day to kick off the summer series or the first summer concert. And then we've also got the Oshkosh Area Community Band Summer Series, which is going to be starting, and those will all be over at the Grand. That's a little bit differently than how you do it in the past. Maybe you can tell us a little bit why.
Well, the renovations are just beginning at the Alberta Kimball Auditorium. So instead of having any of the concerts there, we will just be at the Grand.
Yeah.
So we are going to partner with the Grand for all of our summer concerts.
Yeah, kind of a nice little change of scenery.
Yes.
Take advantage of our beautiful historic Grand Opera House.
Yes.
And maybe let's go through, when are the concerts? I know we've got it up on screen here. Give us a little rundown of when we'll be.
Well, after the first concert, which is this Sunday, all the concerts will be on Wednesdays. And they're every other Wednesday beginning June 14th. So June 14th and 28th. And then 2 in July are the 12th and the 26th.
Excellent.
They are all at the Grand Opera House, which you said. The doors open at 6 and the concert begins at 6:30. And as always, the admission is free.
Wonderful. And I think it's such a cool thing. And, every time you guys come in here in the summer series, being completely free, it's just really a nice thing to do for the community, and it's a great night out, or a great time to come and see some wonderful entertainment by some very talented people. So I give you commends for that.
Thanks.
So you'll also be in the Oshkosh 4th of July parade.
Yes. We've been in all 25 Oshkosh
Oh my gosh.
4th of July parades, and this summer is the 26th anniversary of the parade. The lineup has not yet been determined, but we will play a couple of patriotic songs or marches probably by Sousa, John Philip Sousa.
Okay, wonderful. So we always look forward to seeing the Oshkosh Area Community Band in the 4th
And we
of
will
July
be
parade.
wearing these cool shirts.
Yeah, so we know what to look for
Yes.
in the parade. Wonderful. So looking forward to 4th of July parade. One of the summer concerts, not the 4th of July parade, one of the summer concerts will be dedicated to the kids. So tell us what's going to be a little bit different about that one and which concert it'll be.
Okay, that concert is July 26th, and it's called the Children's Concert because we do something special for the children. Besides trying to choose music that they will especially enjoy,
And then there'll also be a little contest.
we
associated
also
with it, too.
host a directing contest. So any children in the audience who would like to come up on stage are welcomed to do that, and they line up in the front. They're each given a baton, and the Terry, the director, will direct the piece, and the children can watch him, but they will be directing too. And it's very
cute.
And then 3 of them usually are chosen, the best ones that we feel are the best, are chosen to win prizes.
How cute is that?
Yes, it's very cute.
So in addition to the fun music that's geared towards the kids, they can
Yes.
they can really actually get involved, get up there and be a part of it
Yes.
all. Very cool.
And sometimes we have very talented conductors. Maybe they will grow up to be in the band, or we don't know.
Let's hope so, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you get some very animated kids up there.
Well,
So,
they're always very cute, that's for sure.
give us a little bit of history on how the summer concert series began. Where did it all come from?
Okay, the summer concert started 27 years ago as an outdoor event, but unfortunately we have been rained out several of those concert times. So we have switched, and now we are indoors in the air conditioning for all of our summer concerts.
Which I think a lot of people appreciate, that air conditioning.
Sometimes people would show up outside and with their umbrellas, and but we decided just for their comfort
And the band too,
and
probably, I would think.
we're
right?
usually under the under the bandstand, but yes.
Yeah, and so all concerts are free, like
Yes.
you mentioned before. How is that possible? How is the community band supported, and what makes you guys tick?
Our band is sponsored by the Oshkosh Recreation Department, and we have specific donors who have given money over the years, and sometimes people who come to be in the audience have given money generously. So that is how we are allowed to do that. We actually get to practice on Monday evenings for free at the school at
Excellent.
Oshkosh, at Oshkosh West. So we don't really have very many expenses. We do have to buy music, and sometimes we hire someone to do a commissioned piece for us, and that is fairly expensive. But other than that, we don't really have.
Yes, and I think
Very
the
many.
Oshkosh Area Community Band is such a good example of the community supporting and coming together.
Yes.
Not only do you have the members of the band that are so loyal and devoted and just love what they do, and they're so talented, they also have the community who support and get behind that and help make it all happen. So I think that's just such a cool thing. We're just about out of time here, so we want to just make one other note that the Community Band's Dixieland group will be a part of these
Yes.
concerts as well. And then maybe give us a little preview of what we can expect, some of the songs maybe?
The Dixieland Band for the summer concerts will start 10 minutes before the actual concert, so they will start playing at 6:20 for those people who want to get there a little bit early. And we play such a variety of different kinds of music. We do marches, of course. We do some all-time favorites. We do music that like, highlights different instruments in the band. So maybe we'll do music for the group of trombones or for the percussion instruments, because there's so many different kinds of instruments, or maybe the piccolo, or maybe the trombone, or the tubas, or the clarinets. So
So cool.
yes,
Kinda-
many different kinds of music and
A lot of variety for sure.
Yes.
And you're always mixing it up. You never know what you're going to get when you come to a
know.
concert. So if you've been to one, don't think you've seen it all. You got to come out and check it out. So I guess where can we find more information about the Oshkosh Area Community Band?
This page. You can contact Terry Hathaway at 920-233-3961 or go to our website at www.oacb.org. And we also have a Facebook page.
Yes, so lots of places to check you out. You can find all the dates and times of the summer series on the website and Facebook page. But maybe just once more for our audience today, tell us when the summer series will be taking place out at the Grand.
Okay, the concerts start at 6:30, and they're every other Wednesday, June 14th, 28th, July 12th, and 26th. And of course, the first concert is this Sunday, July 11th.
Definitely.
At 1:30 at the Veterans Home.
Great. Well, Linda, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming in today and telling us all about the summer series coming up. You guys are doing a great job at the Oshkosh Area Community Band, and we look forward to soaking up all the music this summer. So thanks for stopping by.
And if you ever want to join us, we are open to any musicians over any age over high school.
Yes.
But in the summer, high school kids can come and play with us too.
Definitely. And no tryouts necessary. So
No auditions.
Just
You
contact.
just show up.
Yeah.
You don't even have to. You
Bring
just
your
show up.
bring your instrument.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again, Linda. Coming up next, we get out of the studio to enjoy this beautiful Wisconsin June weather and also to hear a little bit about the upcoming garden walk put on by the Oshkosh Garden Club. We'll be right back.
Scam artists are pretending to be IRS officials to get your money. They'll call, email, or text you, claiming you owe back taxes or there's a problem with your tax return. They even rig caller ID to make their call look official. They play on your fears. They threaten to take your driver's license or sue, arrest, or deport you. They want you to pay fast. What's the truth? The truth is the IRS's first contact with you will always be a letter in the mail. It's not a phone call, email, or text message. They won't insist that you pay with a prepaid debit card, a wire transfer, or cashier's check. Now you know. Has an IRS imposter contacted you? Report it at ftc.gov/imposters.
Oshkosh Today. We have taken a little trip out of the studio today. We're at a beautiful garden here in Oshkosh, and I am with Sue Hootie, who is a member of the Oshkosh Garden Club. She's going to tell us all about an upcoming event. So, Sue, first of all, thank you so much for having us out here on this beautiful morning.
Well, I want to thank all of our gardeners that allowed us the opportunity to be able to have this event. And we're at the home of Richard and Lynn Hawley. We're at 3334 Harbor Bay Road. And the amazing part of this garden is that it started from nothing.
Which is amazing because it's huge. I mean, it's a beautiful yard and there's a lot of different sections to look at. So this is one of the spots on the Oshkosh Garden Walk. So that's what we're here to talk about today. Tell us when, first of all, the Garden Walk is and where it's all going to be.
The Garden Walk is always the last Sunday in June, and this year that makes it the 25th of June. It runs from noon until 5 o'clock p.m. and there's 6 beautiful gardens, all uniquely different, fascinating to see. It's your opportunity to come out and see fellow gardeners and enjoy the day.
And so it's just a chance to kind of get out and take a little leisurely walk through a bunch of gardens here in Oshkosh and see some of the greatest, hard work that's been put into them, first of all, and just to enjoy yourself, really.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So how much are tickets? Where can we get them? And, how do we do all of that?
Okay, tickets are $8 in advance. They're available at the Stewart Garden and Landscape Centers. You can also go to our Garden Club website, which is www.oshkoshgardenclub.org. And if you click on the upper left-hand corner on the menu, it'll take you to the Garden Walk, and you just click there and you can buy your tickets there. So they're $8 in advance and $10 on the day of the walk, and they're available at any of our sites. So if you want to begin your tour in the middle or at the end, any place.
There's no specific order that you have to
Nope,
follow.
nope.
Excellent.
You're welcome to do it as your leisure and just have a great time.
Yeah, make a day out of it. You know, grab a coffee and make some stops, maybe stop for lunch and continue on your tour on the garden walk. So what are some of the highlights that we can look forward to on the garden walk? Anything that, you know, you're specifically excited to show off to people?
They are all so beautiful and uniquely different. They all reflect the gardener's personality. Some of them have rocks and some of them have a water pond.
And some of them have a really unique tiki man, like the one standing right behind us here.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's just, I can't pick a favorite. You know, I just think that you just have to come and enjoy, you know, and see all the color and unique ideas and things that the gardeners have used to make their garden their own.
Definitely. And so the garden walk has been around for a few years now, I should say, and it really supports the Oshkosh Garden Club. Now, tell us about the garden club. The garden walk is not the only thing that you guys do throughout the year. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, the garden club itself, this is one of our 3 fundraisers. And as a club, we donate money to the shoreline preservation. So that helps the Menominee Park to prevent erosion and pollution into the lake. We will be having a bench out there for people to come and sit and enjoy. We also have started garden projects at the Oshkosh West High School. And we have also started a project at the Jacob Shapiro School Academy, I believe it's called. And we want to get the youth involved in gardening too. I mean, it's a terrific way to cut down on your expenses and besides that, grow nutritious food.
Exactly. One of my favorite things about gardening.
Yes.
And you know, so you listed a whole lot of things. You guys are really busy throughout the year. One of the things that you did mention is the shoreland restoration, and that will also be on display at the garden walk.
It will be. It will be. Menominee Park is one of our stops, and we're hoping that the bench is going to be out there and all ready for you to have a seat and check out the area and things that we do. We also have a plant sale in May. The gardeners divide out bulbs and things and we sell the plants off. And we also have a scholarship luncheon in November. The scholarship luncheon goes to any of the graduating students in the area that are interested in a degree in horticulture.
Okay.
So we give out 2 $1,000 scholarships. And this year, our garden club is celebrating our 50th year.
Oh my.
We had organized a group in 1966, and in 1967 we became a federated garden club.
Excellent.
So in honor of that, we are giving out a third $1,000 scholarship. So we are involved in the community, trying to give back for this garden walk and any of our plant sales and our luncheon to keep the involvement in the community.
Definitely. Well, it's amazing to hear the amount of support that you have for you know, students and the younger generations, trying to get them into gardening and even into careers with gardening and horticulture, like you said. Is the garden club open for new members? Or if you want to join, what's that process like if you're interested in getting involved?
Absolutely. The garden club meets the second Thursday of every month. We meet at the Evergreen Retirement Community. And every month we have different topics. Some of our topics have included a meeting about soil composition, native birds, the care of bulbs and things like that. The garden meeting is always open to the public, so anybody that would like to is welcome to come and join in our discussion and stuff like that. The membership dues are just $15 a year, so we just want to get people to come in and join us who love gardening.
Excellent. So would you say, you know, for old and new, well, not old, but veteran gardeners and novice gardeners, is there, any skill level that you should have, or is it a good place for someone to come who's just getting started, who has never gardened before?
Absolutely. We have members that are master gardeners, and we have just novice gardeners and stuff like that. All you have to do is just love to be out there and dig in the dirt and stuff like that. So we just would love to have you come and join us and enjoy.
Definitely. So where can we find more information about the Oshkosh Garden Club if we're looking to find out more?
If you go to our website, www.oshkoshgardenclub.org, we have information there. We are going to be establishing more social media in the future and stuff like that. We're going to be on Facebook and things like that. But we have flyers around in the community too and stuff like that. You can pick up a flyer.
Excellent. So lots of opportunities to get involved in the garden club. Yes. It's a very fun, affordable way to kind of get out there, learn a little bit, and meet some people with similar interests as well. So once more, maybe you can kind of just recap the Oshkosh Garden Club's garden walk, date, time, location.
Okay, the Oshkosh Garden Walk is the 25th of June. It's the last Sunday in June. It's here in the Oshkosh area. If there's going to be an article in the paper as well, telling you the directions of where to go and stuff like that. You just come and you can go to any of the sites, start there, enjoy your day. It runs from noon until 5 o'clock p.m. And we hope that everyone comes.
Definitely. And it'll be great weather that day, of
Absolutely.
course, right?
we put our order in already.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Sue, for joining us out here, telling us all about the garden walk.
You're welcome.
And thanks again to the Hawley family for letting us have the interview out here in their beautiful garden. Make sure you head out to the Oshkosh Garden Club's garden walk and enjoy the beautiful gardens here in Oshkosh. So we're going to take a quick break on Oshkosh Today. We'll be back with more right after this.
Wow, does that smell good? Burger, fries. Is that a milkshake? Why aren't you eating?
I'm driving.
Hi, driving. I'm the distractor. If you're not gonna eat it, I'm gonna.
What? No! No!
Here you go.
See what you made me do?
You did it to yourself, pal. Gotta run.
Focus on driving, not the distractor.
Needs ketchup.
When it comes to snacks, small changes can add up to big wins. Do you normally snack on this? Make a switch. Do this one time and save over 200 milligrams of sodium. Do this 3 times a week for a year and save over 30,000 milligrams. Or is this more like your snack of choice? Why not try this? Do this one time and save 15 grams of saturated fat. Do this once a week for a year and save 780 grams. Small changes can really add up. Share your wins using hashtag #MyPlateMyWins.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Thanks again for joining us. Now we're joined in the studio by our friends Judy Brewer and Ann Schaefer from the Oshkosh Senior Center, and they're going to tell us all about a really exciting multiple events that they have coming up throughout the summer here, and that is Food Truck Fridays. So without further ado, welcome to Judy and Ann to the studio here, and thanks for joining us today, ladies.
Thank you.
Yes, so Food Truck Fridays, so exciting. It's back.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, and you had one last year. It was a huge success, and 2017 is even better. So tell us about the Food Truck Fridays.
Okay, Food Truck Fridays this year will be on 3 days, 3 Fridays, June 16th, August 14th, and July 14th and August 11th. I'm getting ahead of myself.
We're just so excited.
Thank God for our cheat sheet.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity to come out with your family. Use the splash pad. Gosh.
The splash pad, it is a tongue twister.
Say that
South
fast.
Park. A lot of, something that we were talking about right before we started taping here is double the food trucks this year, which
I
is
think
so
that's
cool.
really important to talk about. So last year we had, what, 5?
5 food trucks last year. This year we have 10 food trucks with a
Nice.
variety of food from Mexican to barbecue, the Midwestern barbecue to the Southern barbecue to egg rolls, spring rolls.
Oh, the famous egg rolls in Oshkosh.
Yes. And then we'll also have an opportunity for Alpha Dogs and Hot Dog Charlie's will be there, with an opportunity from Vicky's Lunch Wagon, who serves a variety of special entrees, including desserts and fish. If you're interested in a fish dinner for Friday night, Wisconsin is noted for it. So it's an opportunity to get together and enjoy.
Definitely. So bring your appetite, bring a lot of friends. In my opinion, I think you should bring loads of friends and each get something from each food truck, and you can sample everything because there's a lot to offer here. And even between the barbecue, there'll be multiple barbecues, but they're all different from different areas and different things like that. So wide variety of stuff. And this year for 2017 for the Food Truck Fridays, there is some entertainment too. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the entertainment is so exciting. Last year you had a DJ, but this year at all the 3 dates, live music. And on June 16th
is Mike Malone, who is a jazz ensemble. And then in July, the Del Reys, which is a popular 50s, 60s band. And then in August, we have Bobby Covington, who plays country. And so he is from the Green Bay area, but he's looking to come to Oshkosh and share his music with the Oshkosh residents.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we've got live music, cold beer, and then all these different food choices. So I like your strategy where you bring a lot of friends and everybody
Otherwise
test
you'll regret
tastes.
it. You'll come
Yeah.
and you'll get too full. But that's the beauty of it. There's multiple Fridays to come. So definitely come every Friday and you have a chance to try something different each time.
Oh, that's another way to look at it.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
and the cold
And if-
beer is always great.
And if
too.
you're not a beer drinker, we will have soda and water for purchase.
Definitely. Now, the Food Truck Fridays is actually a fundraiser. So tell us a little bit about what the fundraiser is for and who's going to be benefiting from the funds.
Yeah. So Judy is she's president of the Friends of the Oshkosh Senior Center, and they are the fundraising arm for the center. And we can't do it without your help. And so we have 4,000 participants at the Oshkosh Senior Center. And it's really a lot of our programming and services comes from you guys.
Right. It's an opportunity to serve the community and also give back. So part of our mission and our goal is to have programs and fundraisers to support the programs and services of the Oshkosh Senior Center. So all monies that is raised at Food Truck Friday will go directly back to the Oshkosh Senior Center.
That's awesome. And like you said, Ann, the Oshkosh Senior Center does so much. I mean, we could have a whole other segment about just what the Senior Center does. So that doesn't just happen. The Friends of the Oshkosh Senior Center are right behind all of that, making it happen. So we're very thankful to the Friends for that. But something that kind of comes up after we talk about the Senior Center association with the Food Truck Fridays, this event is not just for seniors. It's for anyone, all ages, all everything.
It's a community event. Right. So seniors are most welcome, bringing their grandchildren, bringing families. Come to the park and enjoy the swings, the splash pad, and just enjoy an opportunity of fun in the park on a warm Friday evening.
Definitely. So give us, it's at South Park. For those of us who might not be from that side of town, where's South Park located?
It's located on the corner of South Park and Georgia.
Okay. And like you said, there's a lot of really nice amenities at this park too, like the splash pad and the swings, the inclusive playground. So if Grandma and Grandpa are coming and want to get in there and start playing with their kids on the playground, there's that opportunity right there, which is awesome. So
Well, I think last year we were all amazed by the number of young couples that we saw who brought their strollers and their kids. You could grab a beer, grab your food, walk over to the all-inclusive playground, and it was a really great evening and time for the whole family.
Yeah, you can definitely make a night out of it or kick off your Friday night there as well if you are a couple of single people that want to come have some good food. So all around, it's great for all ages. We're so excited for it. Food trucks are all the rage right now, and we've got a lot of great ones here in the Fox Valley. So we're excited to sample
from 5 to 9.
So 5 to 9. Where can we find maybe an overview of the Food Truck Fridays and all the information like time and location, things like that?
It is available on the Friends of the Oshkosh Senior Facebook page and also on the Senior Center's Facebook page. We're also on the website for the Friends of the Senior Center and for the Oshkosh Senior Center.
All right.
There are posters around the community. We will be putting up some yard signs around the community, so lots of places to check out Food Truck Friday.
There's no excuse to miss it, right?
None whatsoever. We want to see as many people as possible.
Definitely. And I guess one more time, recap the dates of the 2017 Food Truck Fridays.
June 16th, July 14th, and August 11th.
All right.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both so much, ladies, for coming in and telling us all about it. Anything else that you want to add before we close out our segment here?
No, just that there's always things going on at the Senior Center. One thing we didn't get to talk about is we are going to be our choir opens for the kids from Wisconsin
The Golden
on July 9th at the Leach Amphitheater. So we're really excited about that too.
Yes, so we highly encourage people to follow Oshkosh Senior Center on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Check out the website. It's going to be a busy summer and it's going to be great. There's a lot of stuff coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Coming up next, we're going to chat with the Salvation Army about a really cool event that they have coming up that is a great opportunity to get out on your bike while also helping families here in Oshkosh put food on the table. So we'll be right back on Oshkosh Today.
Hi, remember me? I'm one of more than 3 million disabled veterans living in the United States. My brothers and sisters gladly gave our all for our country, but we need help to get our lives back to normal again. That's why we depend on the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans, to fight for benefits and rights that we earned. Don't forget America's disabled veterans, and remember the DAV.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Thanks again for joining us. Now we are joined by Don Hazard from the Oshkosh Salvation Army, and he's going to tell us all about a really interesting and fun event that's coming up here this summer, not too long from now. So Don, welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Not to be confused with Captain Don. There's two Dons from the Salvation Army.
Many get confused, yes.
So we get to meet the other Don today. First off, why don't you tell us when and where the Salvation Army's event called Pedal Out Hunger is going to be this year?
It's going to be Saturday, June 17th, and it's going to be right on the grounds of the Salvation Army, Oshkosh, which is right across the street from the courthouse.
Excellent. So give us a little overview of what this event's going to consist of. It's a great morning event. Tell us what the rundown's going to be.
Yeah, this is really going to be a fun event. So this is a community bike ride. So essentially, you decide what route you want to ride, and depending on how long of a route you're going to ride, you'll have a different start time. So you have a choice between a 10-mile, a 25-mile, a 40-mile, or a 68-mile route. So you have staggered start times. And the idea is everybody will finish about the same time. There'll be a meal, there'll be music, there are going to be lots of great door prizes. It's going going to be a fun event. And this has been tried in other communities, goes over very well. It hasn't been done successfully in Oshkosh yet. That's why we partnered with the Oshkosh Cycling Club and Wheel and Sprocket and other people who are actually in the biking community. And in fact, the Oshkosh Cycling Club has designed all of the routes. They literally pedaled all the routes to make sure they're very good and workable routes. And they're helping us figure out all the logistics of it to make sure this is a really good event that bikers are going to enjoy and are going to want to come back year after year.
Definitely. So it's the first annual. We're so excited to see how it goes this year, and we look forward to many more years of this event as well. As we were talking before we started taping, and it just seems like the biking community in Oshkosh is exponentially growing, and I can't see why the city of Oshkosh won't wholeheartedly support this event. It's so cool.
That's right, and that's a lot of the feedback we got, is that the cycling community knew they couldn't do an event like this on their own. They were waiting for the right partner to come along to partner up and provide the resources that maybe they didn't have to do this. And it's been a fabulous collaborative effort, and this is going to be a great event. And if you enjoy biking, and even if you're just a novice biker, there's going to be a 10-mile route. I mean, most folks, if they're in reasonably good health, can manage a 10-mile bike route. Come on out. And if you don't want to bike at all, there'll be an opportunity for you to still come on out for the lunch. It'll be $15, a flat fee for you to just join us for the meal and the music and just participate in that way.
Definitely. So we've got the bike ride, we've got lunch, we've got music. It's all just a really fun community event. You get to meet some new people, be a part of your community. Who benefits from this fundraiser? This is a fundraiser.
It is.
So tell us, where the money raised is going to be going and what it's going to be doing.
Right. So this is a benefit for the Salvation Army, even though Oshkosh Cycling Club and others are involved in pulling it together. It is to benefit what we call our feeding programs, which is our food pantry and our hot lunch program, which helps serve hot meals to the homeless and people who struggle to feed themselves. We prepare about 50,000 meals every year for the homeless and people in that category. And nearly 10% of all households in Oshkosh come to us every year for food pantry help, for emergency food assistance. Nearly 10%. That's right. So this is a fundraiser for our feeding programs. It's a restricted gift, which means every penny raised goes to those programs.
Wow, how great is that? So you got no excuse to not come and support.
Absolutely.
You love to bike. You want to support the community, especially Salvation Army. How can we register? What's the cost to do so?
Well, there's many ways you can register. You can just go to the website, www.pedalouthunger.org. That's P-E-D-A-L, as in a bike pedal. Some people put in the wrong version of pedal and can't find the website. It's pedalouthunger.org. So you can register there with a credit card or a debit card. You can come to our office at 417 Algoma Boulevard. You can register in person and just pay with cash if you prefer to pay with cash. Or you can just come the day of the event and register at the event, either with a credit card or cash.
Okay, and with each registration, you get a little swag. Well, I think it's the first 150 or something like that.
That's right. Yeah.
They get a little swag bag, T-shirt, and that kind of thing will also be for sale if there's any left over at the lunch and everything afterwards.
That's right. The first 150 registrants get a swag bag that's going to include a commemorative T-shirt and a bunch of different gifts that different sponsors are providing. And we've looked at swag bags for similar events, and ours stands up as one of the better ones.
Ooh,
so
excellent.
we feel very good about the swag bags we'll have available.
Yes, you'd be impressed the things people will do for a swag bag, right? If there's something like that.
And for the Salvation Army.
Exactly.
Salvation Army has a lot of goodwill in this community, and people want to do good for people who do good.
Yes, so that leads me into my next question then, I guess. Tell us about the mission of Salvation Army for those of us who aren't too familiar with your organization.
Well, in the big picture, the Salvation Army is the second largest charity in the United States. It's the world's largest non-governmental social service provider. We're a Christian-based social service provider. We provide services to one American every second, on average. Here in Oshkosh, we require about 17,000 volunteer hours to run all of our different services here in the community. And those range from driving veterans to their medical appointments at the VA, or giving coats to kids at Christmas time who can't afford a warm coat, or toys to kids at Christmas time, or preparing meals for the homeless. A whole range of different programs we run here in Oshkosh.
Definitely. You're not only known for the red kettles that we see every year too. So
well, the Red Kettles is our fundraiser, our largest fundraiser, but it's the services it funds that are important, not the Red Kettle in itself. It's the good the money does.
Exactly. So anything anything else that your organization's doing this year? Any other events or things that people should be aware of? Volunteer opportunities, maybe anything like that?
Well, as I mentioned, not to be redundant, it takes about 17,000 volunteer hours to run all the different programs here in Oshkosh. So we are always looking for volunteers. We're cooking meals every day. We are collecting cans, sorting cans in our food pantry, that sort of thing. So there are always projects going on. So if anyone just wants to visit our website and just sign up to be a volunteer, saoshkosh.org, that would be fantastic. Or they can just call us. That'd be fine too.
Yes, and it's important to know, no matter the skill level or anything that you have, if you're just getting started volunteering, don't be afraid to check out the Salvation Army. If you don't have time to volunteer, donations are also great as well, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, and we are looking for a handful of volunteers still for the bike event too. So if someone would like to volunteer rather than ride, we'd love to have your assistance.
Perfect. Well, I guess one more time, if you want to just recap again, date, time, location of the Pedal Out Hunger event.
It's going to be Saturday, June 17th. Registration is at 8 a.m. The longest route kicks off at 8:30. So if you're doing the 68-mile route, please be there bright and early. As we already covered, the first 150 registrants get a swag bag that includes a free t-shirt, free meal, music, good time for everybody.
Yes, and all the information, pedalouthunger.org.
That's right, pedalouthunger.org.
Wonderful. Well, Don, thank you so much for joining us today on Oshkosh Today. Best of luck in the final phases of your planning, and we'll see you out at the ride.
All right, well, thank you so much.
We're going to take another short break here on Oshkosh Today. When we return, we're going to take a few minutes to focus on health with our friends at Aurora Medical Center. This segment focuses on plastic surgery. We'll be right back.
Oshkosh Media is government programming on GovTV, community programming on Life TV, community radio on Oshkosh FM 101.9 WOCT, online at oshkoshmedia.org, YouTube, and Facebook.
This Focus on Health segment is brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Hello and welcome to Focus on Health. I'm Ted Stefaniak. Today we're going to be speaking with Dr. Elizabeth O'Connor. She's a plastic surgeon from the Bay Care Clinic in Green Bay, but she also comes to Oshkosh to the Aurora Medical Center. Today we're going to be talking about plastic surgery and some of the options she has available. Well, thank you for joining us today. It's been a while since we've had a chance to talk to a plastic surgeon on Focus on Health. Let's just start a little bit talking about some of the surgeries that you do perform.
Well, a lot of people know about cosmetic surgery, and that's what kind of people see in the news, but we do a lot of reconstructive surgery. So the cosmetic surgery are things like facelifts, eye lifts, tummy tucks, breast augmentation, but some of the reconstructive things that people don't know about, we treat a lot of skin cancers, breast reductions. I also do a lot of breast cancer reconstruction.
Okay, well let's break some of those down. Let's start with the cancer patients that have skin cancer. Mm-hmm. Take us through what would happen if you do have skin cancer, you need to have that removed. Is that something that you diagnose, or does a person have to go through dermatology first?
Well, we work hand in hand with dermatology. Some of our patients are sent to us after having found out they had cancer from dermatology. Other patients come to us with suspicious areas and they have us sample those areas. We can work really either way. But once we diagnose cancer, especially if it's on a sensitive area, on the face, on the hands, areas that might be cosmetically sensitive, they send them to plastic surgery to help us remove the cancer and then close it in a way that doesn't have a lot of scarring or doesn't have functional problems.
When a person goes through that surgery, what's the recovery time like?
It's usually pretty minimal. Most of the skin cancer surgeries can be done in the clinic. So these are done with the patient awake and the area has been numbed up. And the recovery is pretty quick. You can go back to really your regular activities, regular work, sporting activities the next day.
Okay. And then some of the other surgeries you were talking about, such as breast reduction, augmentation, what's the best way to proceed with that? Would a person go see their primary care provider first, or would they be best off coming to you?
Well, for any of the cosmetic surgeries, we always offer free cosmetic consultations, and we can sit down with people and just look at what their goals are and make an individualized plan. It really varies person to person on what they're looking for and how we can meet that, and there's a variety of surgical and non-surgical options. If it's something more reconstructive, a breast reduction, a skin cancer, we typically have those sent from their primary care provider to us, and that allows for the referral system. And then we can evaluate it and let you know if you're a candidate. Some of the non-surgical options that we might find for people involve injections, Botox, fillers. We also have treatments for spider veins, which involves injection in clinic also.
Wow, you have a lot of different services to offer patients. When a person's trying to decide, do I need to have plastic surgery? I mean, that's a very personal choice. Is that something that you take some time with the patient to discuss exactly whether it's needed or how you go about that and what the results might be?
Yeah, we really like to sit down with patients, and that's why there's the free cosmetic consultation. There's so many things to offer, so we like to sit down with everybody and really see what's their endpoint, what's their goal, what really is concerning them, and then go through the breadth of what we have to offer, whether it's injectables, skin care, or surgery, and we just can kind of figure out what works in their life at this time and what's going to meet their goals.
In your department, of course, you're a plastic surgeon, but you also have some help in your office as well.
Yes, we have a nurse injector. She's a certified plastic surgery nurse, and she's been doing injections for over 10 years. She offers Botox and fillers, which most people have heard of. Also, she does sclerotherapy, which is injections for spider veins on the legs. And then one of the cool new things that we're offering is Kybella. It's actually an enzyme that's injected underneath the chin, and it does a neck lift, and it's really very effective at tightening up underneath the neck.
Is that just a one-time injection, or is that a series of injections?
People typically are 1 to 2 injections to get good results.
Okay. Now, you also have something called a mommy makeover. What's a mommy makeover?
So a mommy makeover is something that's kind of been popularized in the media, but it really refers to restoring a woman's body after having a baby. So we address the things that are affected by childbearing. That's breast growth or loosening of the breast skin, and then the loosening of the skin in the abdomen. So it typically involves a breast augmentation or lift combined at the same time as having a tummy tuck and possibly liposuction. And so the benefit is you have one surgery, one downtime, and you get multiple procedures that day. So it really is just kind of restoring those things that change after having children.
So whether it's the injections or the mommy makeover, is that something that a patient would come and consult with you immediately, or are you checking with your primary care provider first?
No, people can just call our office directly and come in for a free cosmetic consultation. There's no need to have a referral through the primary care office. We can be reached and scheduled directly.
Okay, now we talked about the mommy makeover. Let's talk about I don't think you have a daddy makeover, but you do help out men, so let's get into this.
Men do have cosmetic surgery. We have a lot of male patients. Most typically, eye lifts, facelifts are very common. We also offer gynecomastia treatment for males that have breast enlargement. This typically happens after the teenage years or later in life in the 60s or so when hormones change. And so we do offer gynecomastia removal also.
All right, so a lot of things for me to think about and some of you at home as well. So a lot of great information. Now, you've been around for a while. Tell us a little bit about when you started and how long you've been here.
I've been up here since 2014. I'm a board certified plastic surgeon, and I also have specialty training in breast surgery. That's cosmetic and reconstructive breast surgery, and that's kind of where my expertise is. But I also do the full spectrum of plastic surgery, and we treat a full spectrum of ages from infants up to elderly people, whether it's congenital things like ear tags for little babies or little skin lesions, birthmarks on children, up to skin cancers in older people.
All right, well, you're doing a lot of great work. We appreciate you taking some time with us today.
Thank you.
A lot of great information today. Now, if you are considering plastic surgery or you have some questions about these procedures, you can always give us a call here at Aurora Medical Center in Oshkosh at 303-8700. I'm Ted Stefaniak, and we'll see you next time on Focus on Health.
This Focus on Health segment has been brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Hey girl, where to?
A meeting with my biggest customer.
Like that.
Like what?
Your hair's on point, makeup not so much.
Are you for real?
That lip color totally washes you out.
I'm not wearing any.
Exactly.
Seriously? While driving?
Mm-hmm. You should drive more carefully.
Focus on driving, not the distractor.
Sometimes I distract myself.
Holding a phone takes precious attention away from the road. That's why handheld cell phone use is now illegal in Wisconsin work zones, and fines start at $40. Driving deserves your undivided attention. It's about safety for workers and for all motorists. So when you see orange cones, please put down the phone. The Wisconsin DOT urges you to help us achieve 0 deaths on Wisconsin roads.
All right, well, thank you, Ted, from Focus on Health. It looks like that's going to do it for this episode of Oshkosh Today. So, as always, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you tune into Life TV for all of your community programming. Search for Oshkosh Media on Facebook and YouTube for some exciting news and updates, as well as videos of your favorite programs. Follow at City of Oshkosh on Twitter to receive down-to-the-minute updates about what's going on in your city. And of course, you can also listen to Oshkosh Today and other programs on the radio at 101.9 Oshkosh FM, which is also streaming online and on the TuneIn Radio app for mobile devices. For more information about Oshkosh Media, programming schedules, and video on demand, visit our website at oshkoshmedia.org. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, Oshkosh Today, you can email me at ci.oshkosh.wi.us. Thanks again for joining us on Oshkosh Today, and we'll see you next time.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.